Hi, Assalamualaikum and a very good day. We are from Group B and we are going to presenting the financial report of Dutch Lady Milk Industries Berhad. So, the team members of Group B is firstly me, Azira Hani binti Abu Hassan. Next is Nurul Akmar. We have Wang Wan Yun. Next is Nurul Huda Hanani, Li Zixing, and last but not least is Nur Hasana Shafira. So the presentation will consist of 6 parts, which are introductions, company's background, course of actions, ratio analysis, discussions, and lastly will be the conclusion. So for introductions, the purpose of this report is we want to determine whether the financial report of the Dutch lady followed all the requirements needed. So this report also consists of the background of Dutch lady and course of actions taken by the Dutch lady. And next, we will analyze turn ratio in the 2 subsequent years, which are 2019 and 2020. The ratio involve the current ratio, cash ratio, inventory turnover, account receivable turnover ratio, debt to equity ratio, profit margin ratio, rate of return on total assets, rate of return on common stockholders' equity, and also the last one is earnings per shares. All the informations will be discussed and the financial statements of the Dutch lady will be concluded at the end of these presentations.
In 1960, Pacific Milk Industry Malaya Sdn Berhad is a Malaysian company that was the first milk company to launch on the trading platform in Kuala Lumpur and Singapore after being converted into a public business. In 1970, Dutch Baby Milk Industry Malaya Berhad is the new name of the company, so under Joy brand, a fruit juice drink got produced. In the 1990s, the Reader's Digest Super Brand Gold Award was given to Dutch lady for being the favorite milk product brand in Malaysia. And in that year, the Ministry of Health awarded the Dutch lady UHT plan the HACCP, which is Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point certification. In 2000, with the Shire commitment, Goodness for Life, the company was renamed from Dutch Baby Milk Industry Malaya Berhad to Dutch Lady. And for the next year, in 2003, the new corporate tagline, Get Ready for Life, promotes vitality by active and healthy lives. And for the last year, in 2011, according to reports, Dutch Lady Malaysia is the market share leader in the going through puberty milk segment, with the Dutch Lady brand accounting for 40% of the national market.
Hello, I'm Shafira Nur Hasanan, matric number 276265. To expand the company distribution network and strengthen Dutch Lady Milk Industry Berhad as a liquid dairy product number 1 position in Malaysia, the LMI makes any plan and action that can stand advanced in the present and the future eras. First, they are making spreading the goodness of milk program to educating customer about nutrition and healthy food to start the day with a breakfast and changing the people's mindset to make healthier lifestyle changes. In this program, the LMI hopes that customer and the wider community will realize that milk is an important source of nutrition in the development and intellectual health of the body, especially for children. Second, they built a new manufacturing facility in Bandar Estek Negeri Sembilan to improve distribution channels and develop the e-commerce space. Third, it's making product innovation. They are making a new product innovation such as making dairy product available in a wide variety of choices and the serving size. Dutch Lady Milk Industry Berhad also has innovating to provide the customer with a more product, with making dairy product available in the wide variety of choice and serving size. It can make attract a more customer to drink milk on the many occasions. Making product special edition, for example, in Ramadan 2020, they are backed with their popular limited edition. There are kurma milk and rose bandung milk. Variants which is a focus on the nutrition and energy for the fasting month and added nutrition during a movement control order. And the last one, launched Dutch Lady Milk Industry Berhad customer dairy campaign with a new brand story. This is the strongest us. And it also refreshed with a reformulate their recipe who has alleged to the Minister of Health.
Good day everyone, my name is Yun and my metric number is 263111. Now I will continue to present about the ratio analysis for Dutch Lady Milk Industrial Berhad. First, we calculate about the current ratio to know about the company abilities to pay its short-term liabilities with current asset. The current ratio for 2019 is 1.08 times of current liabilities, while for 2020 is 0.89 times. Secondly, we calculate the cash ratio to know if this company have sufficient level of cash and cash equivalent to meet its current liability when they fall due. The current ratio for 2019 is 0.15 times of current liabilities, while for 2020 is 0.12 times. Thirdly, we calculate the inventory turnover to know how many times Dutch Lady Company sell its average level of merchandise inventory during a year. The ratio for 2019 is 4.98 times, while for 2020 is 5.2 times. Next, we calculate the account receivable turnover ratio to assess how well this company uses the credit it extends to customers. The ratio for 2019 is 9.47 times, while for 2020 is 11.33 times. Besides, we calculate the debt ratio to measure the extent of their company leverage. Hence, the debt ratio for 2019 is 67.4%, while for 2020 is 66.6%. Next, we calculate the debt to equity ratio to know the degree of this company relies on debt to fund its operation rather than totally owned funds. Then, the ratio for 2019 is 2.07 times of total equity, while for 2020 is 1.99 times. Besides, we also calculate the profit margin ratio to know the ability of this company to generate net profit from every ringgit of sales. The ratio for 2019 is 9.7%, while for 2020 is 6.7%. Next, we calculate the rate of return on total asset to know the efficiency of this company in using its asset to generate their profit. The ratio for 2019 is 25.1%, while for 2020 is 16.2%. Next, we calculate the rate of return on common stockholders' equity to measure the percentage of income is earned for each 1 ringgit invested by the common stockholders in this company. The ratio for 2019 is 82.4%, while for 2020 is 47.2%. Lastly, we calculate the earning per share ratio to measure the amount of net income earned for each share outstanding in this company. The earning per share for 2019 is 1 ringgit 61 cents per share, while for 2020 is 1 ringgit 15 cents per share. That's all from me. Now I will pass the presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Akmal binti Mansur and my metric number is 261834. Current ratio of Dutch Lady Milk decreased from 1.08 in year 2019 to 0.89 in year 2020. A decreased current ratio means that there are problems with inventory management, infection or lack of standard of collecting variable. In year 2019, cash ratio of the Dutch Lady Milk Industry Berhad is 0.15 and reduced to 0.12 in year 2020. It indicates that a company is at risk of having financial difficulty. In year 2019, inventory turnover of Dutch Lady Milk Industry Berhad is 4.09 98 and it's in 2020 amount of inventory turnover is 5.020. It shown risk about 0.22 of the inventory turnover. Since high inventory turnover typically, which mean that the company had an ability to sell goods quickly. Account receivable turnover ratio in year 2019 is 9.47 and in 2020 is 11.030. It showed an increase about 1.886. The debt ratio of Dutch Lady Milk Industry Berhad has been decreased about 0.8% in year 2019. Debt ratio percentage is 67.4% and has dropped to 66.6% in year 2020. Based on data collection, we can see that the debt to equity ratio show and drop from 2019 to 2030. In year 2019, the amount is 2.07 and has been decreased to 1.99 in 2020. The profit margin of Dutch Lady Milk Industry Berhad is also has been declined about 3% in year 2019. The decrease in the rate of return on total asset is not good to the Dutch Lady Industry Berhad. At 2019, the rate amount is 25.1% and decreased to 16.2%. Rate of return on common stockholders' equity is shown a drop from 2019 to 2020. Earning per share has been shown a decrease but not too big. In 2019, the Dutch Lady Milk Berhad got an EPS for Rm 1 ringgit and 61 cent per share, and at 2020 that has been decreased to Rm 1 ringgit and 15 cent per share.
Good morning, doctor. My name is D.D. Teng and my metric number is 2777827. I will be present the conclusion part. In conclusion, Dutch Lady Milk Industry Berhad has a bad financial performance in year 2019 and 2020. Dutch Lady Milk Industry Berhad is a non-profitable company. Dutch Lady has a decrease in rate of return on total asset, which means the company might have over-invested in assets that have failed to produce revenue growth. Debt ratio and profit margin ratio also decrease. We can see that Dutch Lady Milk Industry Berhad get less per product sold. The loss of company will bring a negative effect in dividend which declared to shareholders, and the investment of other company to its company will decrease. Dutch Lady Milk Industry Berhad should construct a better financial strategy to maintain a good financial position in the future. That's all from me. Thank you.